Welcome back, everyone. We have here today with us Himanshu and our very special guest again, Manish Sir. Welcome, sir.
Welcome,
Thank
sir.
you. Yeah, thank you,
So,
Manshu.
yeah.
So,
So in the previous video
uh,
of part 1, we discussed the light of karma and how it works in our charts by looking at our 10th lord and 10th house and 10th lord, the nakshatra, and then the nakshatra planet's house placement and how we see it in D-10 chart. We saw Rafael Nadal's chart last time. So it was full of information. I learned a lot, so much. Thank you, sir. And
thank
sir
you.
is again here today to throw more light on the same subject. So here we are, sir.
Hmm. Thank you, Sneha. Thank you, Himanshu. In the last, users can recap, audiences can recap our last videos. And I told, and I'm told here, that's a light of the karma. The concern is light of the karma. People knows that he's a software engineer, he's a film actor, he's a sports personality, but people do not know where is the light coming from the karma.
Exactly.
So today we are just gonna discuss one chart, and he's a very famous television personality, and I think I cannot like name is enough to explain about him, but still we can tell about him. And he has a one very famous dialogue. मैंने जो एक बार कमिटमेंट कर दी तो फिर मैं अपने आप की भी नहीं सुनता. And yeah, and he's a Salman Khan, one of the um,
The greatest actor in Indian history.
he's
Yeah,
in the film industry, and his age is 50 plus. Still, nobody know any youngest actor and no any other actor near him. He's
yeah. Nobody is competing him right now. Also,
he's a
so
wanted
Yes.
he's a wanted star right now.
Yeah.
So he's a Salman
so
Khan, the bunk
I'll
star.
just share his chart.
Yeah, yeah. Can we have a look, sir? Okay. So Himanshu, first of all,
Yes, sir.
uh, can we have a look of this chart?
Yes,
Salman.
sir. So this is
Yeah,
Salman Khan chart. We have taken the
yeah.
reference, the date of birth and time from Astro Data Bank, as that is the authentic place to
Sure, sure,
get
sure.
the
Yeah, of course.
birth data. And so
And the
his
time.
lagna is like
Is I
uh,
just want to tell to the people it's a Rodin rating A. It's not a double A rating, but it's a A rating. So we can take this as a 95% correct detail.
yes,
So
sir.
this is Astro Data Bank. We get it this data from Astro Data Bank, right? So
Yes, sir.
how the nakshatra determines our light of the karma. So first of all, in the Lagan, we have to look at the Lagna Nakshatra is a Shatabhishak. His Lagna Nakshatra is a Shatabhishak. And
Yes,
Shatabhishaka is a nakshatra of handed healer, right? I
yes,
have
Yes.
I have seen
100
people,
physicians.
yeah,
Yes.
and I have seen people, those have a Shatabhishak nakshatra, they are a Robin Hood personality.
Yes.
In many charts, not in a various chart. I have studied in the various chart. And Pablo Escobar, he was a drug dealer, he was a world number one drug dealer. He had also Shatabhishak Nakshatra. He was a Robin Hood
Oh,
in the poor people. So
yes,
now we are just only discussing about the Salman Khan, and everybody knows that he's a generous person. He helped a lot
yes.
to the people because
He
why?
gives a lot. Yeah.
Because why Sneha and Himanshu? Because is nakshatra, is a Lagna nakshatra, is a Shatabhishak. His deity is Varuna,
yes,
Yes.
and Varuna is a handed healer. What does mean of healer? Healer means heal. They help
yes,
to people to come out from the disease, not particular disease, from the particular like any bad situation, they just people make it out from that bad situation, right?
Yeah, we have
They-
seen like Salman Khan is also like helping
so
so many new
many people.
actors and
Yeah,
actresses to come into the industry.
that's correct. So
Yes.
he's helping to everybody. Not in even he has a charity is also everything. But how the how his karma determines is, first of all, like in the last chart, we just look at the 10th house and 10th lord. And in the last chart in Rafael Nadal, there is nothing in the 10th house. And today is
Yes.
very complicated chart with us. He has in 10th house Ketu and Mercury together in the 10th house.
Yes.
Yes.
Now the people are just gonna ask, like, if now two planets in the 10th house, now which planet we have to pick up for the primary factor, right?
Yeah. So, sir, first thing is like here,
Mhm.
if planets are sitting in 10th house,
Mhm.
then that will be that will give more prominent effect than the 10th lord for.
A very good question to ask to me, and it's very diplomatic question as well, you can say. And I'll just give you a very it's little a long answer. I'll just give you that, and it's very a logic answer as well, which I'm just gonna give you. Why the planet important in any house? If, for example, we just take it anybody house, not for the ascendant, not for the particular astrology. If
Yeah.
particularly we take it anybody house, if somebody comes in their house, if that person is good, then people laughs with him, enjoy with him, and like people enjoy the company of that person, right? And then
Yes.
house
Yes.
become prosperous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And if like thief comes in the house and he escape anywhere, then cops come to the house and ask
Yeah.
to the people.
That will destroy
Yes.
the house
Yeah, of
ultimately.
course, and they destroy
Exactly.
because he
Yes.
has steal anything. Even cops can also just allegation to that person that he like that person might be who's just making escape that person. He might be tied up with that person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll make some connection with that and all.
Yeah,
So,
so that's why if any planet sitting in that house, where that become very crucial.
yeah.
So today we
Yes.
cannot take a 10th lot. We cannot take that.
Yeah.
Today is we have two planets in the 10th house. It's very, that's why I told you this is a very tough chart to explain it. But
Yes.
we have a research, we have our experience with the various charts. So it's a Salman Khan chart, and he has a 10th house, two planet setting. Now people are just gonna ask which planet and nakshatra we are gonna pick it up.
Okay.
So if Lagna degree is D1, Lagna degree is 10, then which planet, whichever planet in 10th house sitting closest to the Lagna degree, we have to take that planet, we have to pick up that planet as a primary planet.
Okay, so here Mercury is at
Ketu
20
is,
degrees and Ketu is at 10 degrees, which is
yeah, so Ketu is closer.
Yeah, so Ketu is in Anuradha Nakshatra, right,
Yeah.
yes,
guys? So Ketu is a Anuradha Nakshatra, then Saturn and the Mercury is
Saturn.
an own Nakshatra, is secondary
yes,
factor.
Yes.
Then third you can take it as a Mars in a Uttarashada and closest to Lagna degree.
Hmm.
yes,
But
Yes.
most important, Saturn first, because it's a nakshatra lord and closest to the Lagna degree. Second,
Hmm.
Mercury secondary, because uh, it's sitting in a 10th house, and it's have come as a guest in the 10th house, right?
yeah,
Hmm.
So
Yes.
now we can take it first, Saturn and the Mercury in the D10 chart. Now can we have a look? Okay. Now we have a
yes.
D10. Now we have a D10 chart. Yeah. Please
So,
go ahead, Himanshu.
yeah, so Saturn is sitting in the fourth house in Magha
Mhm.
Nakshatra.
Hmm.
That's correct.
So, again, like if we see the Saturn in Magha, so Salman Khan life is
Integrity.
always related to like kingship and all.
Royalness.
I don't
Yeah.
need to. Yeah, that's why I told you why I just spoke the dialogue. जो भी मैं commitment कर देता हूँ, then मैं अपने आप की भी नहीं सुनता.
जी.
This is something
Yes.
like maga. This is something like
Yes.
maga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Himanshu, I think you have noticed one thing. You have not noticed, guys, one thing. It's 10th Lord sitting in a
Fourth house.
fourth house.
Yeah.
And what is fourth house?
Fourth house is a house of happiness and
Happiness
happiness of 10th,
of
And,
the profession, whatever they're doing in 10th
and
house.
that is a house of moksha house.
yes.
Ah, yes.
It's a house of moksha house in a king sign,
Mm.
right? He
Yeah.
feels
Yes.
he feels happy. He feels happy when he just help to the people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And his 10th house, and now we are gonna just use here superimposing. We are gonna use here superimposing. In D10, uh, 10th house is Aquarius,
Yeah.
and D1 is Lagna.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes.
His Lagna means you become your karma.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
If we
very
rotate the like D1 chart and superimpose it.
absolutely, absolutely. It's if
Yes.
you convert that, it's a very, very, very deep technique. So
Mm.
how can you superimpose the D10?
Even sir, Saturn in D1 is seeing the 10th house, and
Uh,
in D10, Saturn again seeing the 10th house.
yeah,
Mm.
absolutely correct. Yeah,
Yes.
and if you see that in their chart, in the Lagna chart, if you see is Saturn sitting in a Leo sign, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And in the D1 chart, when we superimpose that, if you're supposed to superimpose it, it's sitting in the seventh
Mm.
house,
Yes.
opposite to the seventh house. What is seventh house? Seventh house, house of partnership, house of desires.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he always have a desire. He always have a desire to do a spirituality, like a charity,
To
to help
serve
people.
people.
Yeah,
Yes. To serve humanity.
yeah. You observe the point.
Yeah.
How
That
can
is
you?
why he also started a brand called Being Human.
Being
Yeah,
human to
and
serve. Yes.
now, now other factor is sitting in a Magha nakshatra. I have seen people with the Magha
Yeah.
nakshatra and expecting in the Shatabhishak nakshatra. Still,
Mm.
though it's expecting in the Shatabhishak nakshatra, I have seen people, those have a Shatabhishak nakshatra or Magha nakshatra. I told you that person something like Robin Hood type personality,
Yes.
but they have somewhere or connection with the notorious activity.
Okay.
They have a somewhere of have a connection. They have connected with the somewhere on notorious activity, underground activities.
Mm. Yes.
Especially specifically, I'm talking about the Shatabhishaka. In the Maga also, I have seen people, but Shatabhishaka is a nakshatra, is a espionage, you can say.
Yes. They're very good spies. So
Yeah,
hidden
but
activities are there.
hidden activity, they are just connected with that. He is connected with somewhere on
Mm.
that. Then, second thing is Nakshatra Lord sitting in a sixth house, which is a house of fights, house of competition. He always have a fights with the his colleagues, you can say, in his
Co-stars and all. Yes.
why because of just co-stars is a subordinate comes from the fifth house, but main thing why only for the career, because 10th lord sitting on the Maga nakshatra, fourth house,
Mm.
and nakshatra
Mm.
lord sitting means he has a fight related to his career, not
Okay.
for the
Yeah.
other thing, because 10th lord sitting in a
Okay.
fourth house and in that
Yes.
nakshatra, and
Yes.
nakshatra lord again, which is the 10th lord in a D10 or D1 chart, because people says, I told to you as well, Himanshu, Rahu and Ketu do not have own houses. They are the shadow planets actually.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wherever they sit, they have their house.
Yes.
They do not have their own house. Somebody says the Ketu has Sagittarius and
Cones. Yeah.
Uttara, in a Scorpio, but I don't see that
Hmm.
in Nicha, in a, that planet. I don't see that. Ketu sitting in a Scorpio sign in a D-1, it's okay, but that is their house because he's sitting in
Hmm.
that house. Wherever they sit, shadow sits, their house become their own house.
Hmm.
Yeah, shadow is like it's a
Yes.
image.
Yeah, it's a image.
So
And
wherever
Yeah.
it sits, it will give result prominent to
Becomes part
that.
of it. Yes.
absolutely true. Absolutely true. We cannot change that because shadow, we cannot change to the shadow. We cannot change to the living thing, but we cannot change to the non-living things,
Yes. True.
right? If I'm just
True.
talking to you, you are talking to me, we have a conversation because we are the living things.
Hmm.
But we supposed to talk to
Yes.
the any non-living things. We cannot change them because wherever they are sitting, wherever they are lying, that's their own position to be
True.
there. So Ketu sitting in a and what I'm telling you, Ketu sitting in a sixth house, which is a house of fight, and is in a Chitra nakshatra.
Yes.
Still, Chitra is
Hmm.
a nakshatra of a film industry and the filmmaker
Hmm. Yes.
architects,
Designers,
designers,
architects.
and
Yes.
is in a nakshatra of 12th Lord, which is a house of charity, house of spirituality,
Uh,
house of
yeah.
behind the picture. In the last, people those haven't watched our video, and still I'm telling that must watch our videos because 12th house of behind the pictures, house of bed pleasures, house of spirituality too. So it's sitting in that nakshatra, and nakshatra lord again making a viparita raja yoga,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and it's again a direct type of viparita raja yoga. Jupiter also aspecting it, and moon also aspecting it. It's a very good 90% level of 50 Raj Yoga. And actually, we are not discussing about the Raj Yoga today, but we have a chart front of, and so we can just explain here why the people do not have any other Raj Yoga. Like we told you that they, because only Viparit and the Nicha planet make the person very big.
Yes.
Hmm.
They start from the,
Yes.
and now we are just talking about the, like we can just come to the actual topic on that. So we are just
Yeah.
only talking about today a light of the karma, where the karma lights are coming, right? Now we have
Yes.
seen a primary planet which is a Saturn, right?
Hmm. Yes.
Now we have a secondary planet which is Mercury, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mercury. And now where is the Mercury sitting?
Mercury is in the like ninth house.
In
And what is ninth
And
house? I told you in the last chat.
yeah, it's house of like a house of fortune and also like a
mentors.
mentor.
Mentor. Now the same, I I heard his video and I watched the video where Salman Khan was saying, I do not read the scripts of the movies. I do not read it. Even I do not see that. Whenever I
Hmm.
receive any scripts, I hand over to my father. My father does read whole script of the story and he finalized the film, that
Uh,
either Salman Khan wants to work or not. Then, and when he started an initial, when we just go back his
early days.
struggling,
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
struggling years, he initially started his career. His father was his mentor.
Yes.
Yeah.
See the karma light, where the karma lights are coming. Look at that.
Yeah.
Similarly with the last chart,
Similar thing. Yes.
previous chart. Look at that, how the karma lights are just, throwing the lights on their karma, how the primary planet and the secondary planet, and now you can take it, the 10th lord is sun sitting in a Pisces in a Revati nakshatra, which is a house of already spirituality, in a desire,
Spirituality.
sitting
Yes.
sitting, sitting in a 11th house, which is a house of desire. He has
Yes.
and Revati is a nakshatra of moksha nakshatra. And Revati
Yes.
nakshatra have a aim, is aim moksha.
Looks.
That's why he has a desire to just charity, helping people.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
lights of his karma coming over there. These are three
Mm.
planets are determining his career, defined by the god, not by us, not by anybody.
Yes.
This is a defined because his karma is defined by the god.
Yes.
His karma is defined by the god. So simple.
True.
So how the, like, you can see how the themes are coming. People, nobody can tell you easily, like, it's a very easy way. I think
Yes.
users and Himanshu, do you have any problem? Sneha, do you have any problem to tell anybody?
No,
Where's
no,
your
it's
karma
simple.
lights are coming? Where are from
Simple.
your karma lights are coming?
Yeah, it's really amazing technique. Like
Yeah.
we can focus on that. Like what is the path? Like how is the
Ah,
behavior of the person
where
related
the
to their
our karma
karma
towards go
house?
there. Yeah, yeah. That's
Yes.
absolutely true. That's absolutely. And the one thing I'm just gonna tell you here, and I think that every user shock over here, and it's a hidden to a both of the chart. In the D10, 10th house is a house of career, of top
Yes.
position,
Mm-hmm.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
And in the last chart, in the previous chart, Rafael Nadal, his fifth house, sun sitting in a nakshatra of Pushya, right?
yes,
Okay.
And in his chart, is Lagna is a Rohini, and fifth house become Hasta, right?
Mm.
yeah,
Right? Fifth
Yes.
house is a house as per the Parashraji, as per the Parashraji, and we are just researching, following Parashraji as per them. Parashraji said fifth house is a house of creation, creativity, and house of
Yes.
10th house of promotion, and fifth house of fame, because it's a ninth to ninth.
yeah,
Okay.
And in the D10, fifth house of subordinates as well, right?
Mm.
yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, and in the chart, previous chart, and the common, and both have common thing. I'm just gonna tell you here, and I can just explain you how I'm telling that. Whenever Rafael Nadal win the match, whenever
Mm.
Rafael Nadal win the match, you can just go any videos. He bite the trophy. Whenever Rafael Nadal win the match, again I am
Mm.
repeating it. Whenever Rafael Nadal win the match, he bite the trophy. Any championship he won that, he bite the trophy.
Yeah,
Mm.
And whenever Salman Khan goes to the crowd or in the public,
Mm.
he always raise hand palm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it does that.
similarly, in the same time, people also just like raise the hand. He's he's receiving a powers of the hasta. And where
Yeah.
hasta come,
True.
and where the hasta comes in the Salman Khan chart? Fifth house.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
in the previous chart, Rafael Nadal, Ashlesha is a snake bite. Have you read the Nakshatra Shakti?
Ah,
yeah.
yes.
It comes in a fifth house again.
Uh, Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it make sense, right?
Yeah, totally.
Uh,
Yes.
Because
oh, you are talking about sir. Sun is in Ashlisha.
sun in the Pushya, but
Yeah,
fifth house, Nakshatra, fifth house, actually, Ashlesha comes in a fifth house.
yeah. Right.
So
Mm.
both are activating their fifth house intentionally
Mm.
or
This is interesting.
unintentionally.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Fascinating. Yeah.
Nobody noticed that whenever you look at the videos and watch it, always concentrate on their activities. They are
Mm.
not doing their activities, they are doing activities how the nakshatra are playing in their
Playing out.
day-to-day life.
Yes. True.
That's why in my video I always, and everybody in, when I just go to the analysis chart, always want to correct details, because your degrees, because science is working, is 100%, I'm correct, science are working over here. Salman Khan
Yes.
raises the hand, he's getting power because fifth, 10th house is house of status, and fifth house
Yes.
is house of power.
Yes.
Yes.
They intentionally or unintentionally, I'm not sure how why they are doing that, but in the common themes are
Hmm.
coming, both are activating their fifth house with the 10th house.
Yeah, that's really
This is
fascinating.
True. Yeah. Fascinating. Yeah.
it's an impressive thing. I'm really shocked when I just look the nakshatras where the nakshatra are just activating that. So they are the common themes are coming in the both of the chart. They both are
Hmm.
activating a fifth house, and house of creation, house of entertainment, house of
Yes.
uh, growth.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This
If
is
we
this is
see the 10th house also, like Rahu is in Bharani,
uh,
and Bharani is related with the birth and death. So when he negatively activated his nakshatra
uh,
while like killing like deer, many people used to hunt, but
it's
not every people get kind of that treatment. So if Rahu is in Bharni and like it's just an example, if we are activating that, then
I could explain this thing in the his Lagna chart. Is
yeah, in
Salman Khan
Lagna
has a
also we
is
can
the
see the
Salman
12th
Khan
house
is
related with.
Salman Khan Jupiter fifth house sitting in a Mrigashira nakshatra, and Mrigashira nakshatra
Yes.
is symbol is a deer head,
Yes, and that is
and
Yes.
nakshatra
also
lord
Totally. Yeah.
and nakshatra lord sitting in a 12th house. So Bhagwan Ram also uh, got punished because golden deer is somewhere on auspicious and
No
inauspicious too.
speeches.
yes.
I
Yes.
I think so. So that's I could explain this before that, but I don't want to just make user like confused over here because we are just only talking
Yeah.
about here
Yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
light of the karma over here. And
Hmm.
in Salman
Yes.
Khan, his secondary planet is in a Dhanishta nakshatra. Nobody noticed that Dhanishta is a nakshatra of dance, film industry, and the property too.
Yes.
Hmm. Yes. Real
and his
estate.
lagna and his lagna in D-10, he has a Taurus lagna, which is superimposing with the lagna chart, is Rashi chart, which is a fourth house. He has a lot of
Oh.
he has a lot of
Again.
properties, and he
Yeah.
gained a lot of from the properties too.
Hmm.
Yeah, and even
Yes.
if we see, sir, like his Venus in D10 is
uh,
got exalted. We all
Exalted.
know about that
Yes.
exaltation and
yeah,
all, but then
Yeah.
too,
exactly.
it's in Uttara Bhadrapada. That is, Uttara is
Yeah.
like,
Again.
it's not in Purva, it's in
uh,
Uttara. So, in the second phase of his life,
uh,
he was still old, and he was doing great right now
and
in the
Yes.
and
industry.
you are
Yeah.
I'm totally agree with you guys, but I
Yeah.
don't know how many people knows that Uttara Bhadrapada and
Hmm.
Purva Bhadrapada are the servant of Kuber. They are the
Okay.
gatekeeper of Kuber.
Yeah,
And
Okay.
what is Kuber? Kuber is money.
again,
Yes.
money.
One. Yeah.
Purva Bhadrapada and the Uttara Bhadrapada, they are the gatekeeper of Kuber.
Yes.
Hmm.
Ajaik
Yes.
Pada and uh, Adir Bodhenya.
Hmm.
So this is a very this is a very deep sea. We can plunge on it and get it more treasury on the deep sea. So
Yeah.
it's a very secret things. I'm just telling you. I just it's a very simple technique. Anybody can use it. No, any astrologer would explain you how exactly is gonna work it, how you can determine your light of the karma. All right. So
Yes.
people always just want to know that can we become a big. First, we have to see first, and this is a very important. We do not see that where the lights in our life. Where are the lights? Whenever that's why I started the example with the sun, because whenever sunshine comes in our house, like through lights come in our house, we just turn it off our original non-living lights, because it's a living light. We are just receiving an original lights from outside.
Yeah, also if we have like three routes to going to somewhere,
Yeah.
and two routes are very big and third route is very small, but
Mm,
there's lot of on first two routes there's lot of light, and on the third route in the night
yeah.
it's all dark. So people will going to choose on the
Yeah.
path where the
Hardship.
light is there.
Hardship is our
Yes,
life.
exactly.
They have to, we cannot, we can never deny that. We we never denied that people do, like, people shouldn't go for the hard work. They have to do that, of course, but they must be aware where their directions are coming for their karma.
Yes, they must know what
Parashar,
exactly they're here to do.
Parashar ji has given us very best source of the knowledge. Like Parashar ji said, 10,000 10th Lord is a karma Lord, Karmesh.
Hmm.
So, like, similarly, in any degree, planet sitting there, there is a nakshatra is defined by. I give you a very best example, and it's very memorable example I can just give you, and you guys also just will be happy to listen this.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, even you guys also enjoyed that moment also in your life. You definitely you may enjoy it, or you. So when I was just kid, I used to look at the stars and I just counted the stars always.
Hmm.
Right, when I was kid, I
Yeah.
used to count the stars, and I always see this is a my family, my mom dad says it's a
Huh.
dhruv tara, it's a dhruv tara, or it's a
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
specific time.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why these stars, and whenever we say somebody dies, it goes to the star, it become a star,
Yes.
yeah,
right?
it become a
After that it
star.
become a
Yeah.
star. Whenever somebody dies,
Yeah.
become after that it become a star,
Yeah.
right? It become a star.
Yes.
So that's what I just connect with the nakshatra are the lunar mansion. They are the stars. They are the
Yeah.
stars. And planet are the direction. Stars are the theme. And
Yes.
many people, have many people come to me and ask how nakshatra plays a role. And I have a very simple answer to everybody. Everybody. Whenever we go to the any photo studio, that
Yes.
person that person clicks a picture of us,
Hmm.
right? Picture
Yes.
is we, picture is we.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And themes like trees or flowers are
Background
the
and everything.
themes.
Hmm. Yes.
Themes are, if themes are beautiful,
Yes.
then pictures come automatically groom your photo, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Makes it better. That's why nakshatras are the themes. We are
Yes.
only we are only picture. Nakshatras are the themes.
Yes.
Yes.
So
True.
nakshatra tells us and give the path to our life actually.
Yes,
How's
sir.
Yes.
our life would be a beautiful or simple or ordinary. Like we have a
Yes.
Vishakha
Very true.
nakshatra. People have a Vishakha nakshatra in their D-9. The people love trees. I have seen people, they love forest, the gardening.
Yeah.
Because Vishakha is a
It
nakshatra.
shows branches. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's really fascinating, sir. Like you again taught us very deep
Too
insights
much.
on
Yes.
nakshatra,
see,
and
I am still learning. I'm learn to you. Still, I'm just getting a
but
knowledge.
you are sharing your deep research, which are really
Your own
fascinating.
research. Yes.
Mhm. Thank you.
So
Yeah, I'm still researching.
this is really a fascinating topic because everyone wants to know how their career will be and which
Yeah.
path they are going to choose or what
This is
activities
a
they
light
will
of the
do.
We
karma.
have to first see which direction the nakshatra and planets are taking
Yeah,
them, where the light is.
nakshatra
Yes.
are degrees are so important,
Degrees. Yes.
crucial.
True. Yes.
Yeah. So, sir, thank you so much for giving your precious time and
Thank you, both of you,
explaining
saying,
us
yeah,
with example. And
Yeah.
also, like, we'll come up with a few newer topic, and you're
sure.
more we'll conduct this type of session so that
Definitely, I'll share my research
me and
on.
Sneha and
Yeah,
all our viewers
you.
will learn more from you.
Thank you, yeah,
Yes.
I'm still learning.
And thank you, Sneha, for joining.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Uh,
Himanshu.
Himanshu. Thank you, Sneha.
Thank you,
and
Manish Sir, for
guys,
coming.
if you really like our video and information shared by the sir, please do subscribe our channel to get more updates
Yes.
on that.
And share
And
with us in the comments what you thought of this and any other future topics that you intend us to do. We'll try to do that. So do share that as well.
yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Sneha.
Thank you, Sneha.
Thank
Bye bye.
you.
Bye bye.